Atlanta has the number 2 spot in the Eastern Conference playoffs. Mexico City is in a glut of 3 and 4 teams that are just behind San Francisco at the last wild card position. Can the Aztecs put themselves in prime playoff position with a victory over Atlanta, or will the Swarm strengthen their position as the number 2 team in the Eastern Conference? This game will surely have all the trappings of an epic clash here in the SFL's 8th week. You are live from the Hive in Atlanta, Georgia, where the Mexico City Aztecs are set to take on the Atlanta Swarm. Good evening, everybody. I'm Colin Northrup, and he is Rick Northrup.
Good evening, everybody. Who's ready to rock and roll? I think the Aztecs are.
Well, yes. With London perhaps losing to Tallahassee tonight, there is a prime opportunity for the Swarm to go ahead and make sure the Aztecs stay out of the fray. And Mexico City's trying to get back in.
Mexico City needs to get to 4-4 with a victory tonight.
Chat saying we're coming in a little soft.
A little soft. All right. Appreciate that. There you go.
Yeah.
We're just about ready to go.
We have Scott Miller with us on stats.
Thank you, Scott. And his name is Scooter.
Man, also known as Neon. Here's Cole Varner with the kick. And the return by T-Dot out of the end zone will get across the 20 to the 21. Let's take a look at that Swarm offense led by quarterback number 2, DeMar Woods. BVG Hollywood, number 34, is the running back. Wide receivers are number 19, LB Allen III, number 80, Boo Chisholm, and the tight end is number 85, Jay Franz.
In case you didn't already know, Hollywood was a star. He's averaging 5.1 yards per carry. He's at 925 yards total.
And the first play is a pass over the middle, and it is caught by Green.
Nearly a pick, too, huh? As the corner comes up quick and makes that a tight play.
There's a look at Landon Mack, one of the linebackers for this Aztec defense, number 52. Jack Brown, number 42, is the other linebacker. We'll get to the rest of the lineup in a moment. DeMar Woods in the shotgun. Is back to throw. Will dump this off to BDG Hollywood and will gain a yard across to the 27.
Was that even a yard? Let's see where they mark it.
Third down and 3 for Swarm. 3 wide receivers out for Atlanta. DeMar with a medium drop back. Has a good pocket. Will let this go down the field. Pass knocked away. That's Devin Cabrera, the free safety, number 25. And Pablo Zamora, number 29, are the safeties back there.
Almost an exciting play there, Colin. By the defense.
And Atlanta will be forced to punt the ball away. Thank you for the bits from Pilgrim. As the fair catch is called by the mustard bird, Dijon Swan, at the Mexico City 35. So we'll take our first look at Matt Wilson, number 12. The Aztecs coming off a surprising last-minute victory over the Carolina Skyhawks, 37-30. Wilson under center, split backs. We'll go over the middle, and the pass is caught by the miracle man himself, Richard Montague, for a pickup of 5 yards.
Miracle Montague, that's right. Surprised everybody with that 71-yard bomb. With only scoring with only 4 ticks left in the game. Hard to beat that excitement factor.
Or the father says, every time mustard bird is said out loud, Jenny, his fiancée, sighs. So never stop saying that as the pass goes down the field. It is caught.
Look at that. Oh
it is caught by Richard Montague. His second catch. He's up to 39 yards now.
He's already having a decent day for your pedestrian receiver on the first possession.
There's a look at Aaron Lee, the free safety. We'll get to the rest of the Atlanta team in a moment. The fumble is picked up by Matt Wilson.
Oh, man,
Wilson dives on the Bentley fumble. Almost disaster there, a loss of 2.
And they go right into the hurry up. Oh.
As the throw goes over the middle, it's complete to the mustard bird to the Atlanta 23. 3rd down and 6 as they continue to press the pace. Wilson waits for everybody to set for some strange reason.
How did the safety get all the way in the...
And K.L. Barrett catches it over the middle for a first down, and hyperspeed, we continue to go.
Oh, man.
Wilson to the sideline. Pass is caught by Montague out of bounds for first down, but the hurry-up still continues as it's 1st and goal from the Atlanta 4.
Man.
As offsides free play, Bentley goes up the middle, but it looks like they'll take the 5 yards as the end jumped off early.
Can't find a hole, but he's that's the product of the hyperdrive, Colin.
And number 92, Shaq Barrett, called for the penalty. We'll move the ball up to the 2.
Maybe I should have yelled 2. So what? So let's dance. Sensing a touchdown here.
There's a look at Wilson. He's got those 3 wide receivers out in the pattern. Swan is all alone to the top. Instead, they get to Bentley, and it's an easy score. So the Atlanta Swarm defense doesn't put up much resistance as Ray Bentley punches it in from 2 yards out.
Well, the Aztecs effectively prevented them from substituting on defense and had them gassed. Picks up a penalty along the way against the Swarm. And then stuffs it in just like that.
Cole Varner on for the extra point. We'll get to the Atlanta defense in a moment. Probably next possession. Hopefully they don't move as fast. As the extra point is good, so it's 7 minutes, 9 seconds to go in the first. Mexico City's in front of Atlanta 7-0. Now a word from our SFL sponsors.
The Simulation Football League is presented by APM Music and is the official theme music provider of the SFL. Listen to their Champions Will Rise soundtrack at apmmusic.com today and search through thousands of tracks to boost the quality of your stream just like us. APM Music, production music library and custom music house.
So Atlanta returns the ball up to their own 25. They got a 3-and-out last time, 3 straight passes, which is highly unusual for this offense. And there's the first completion for DeMar Woods, a pickup of 3 to Booches on number 80. Fran Ogawa and King Wallace are the corners on this Mexico City defense, number 38 and 24 respectively. 2nd and 7. Second completion for Woods as they give us to Hollywood up the middle. He will grind out 4 yards here, setting up a 3rd down and 3. From the Swarm 32-yard line. Here's a look at Jack Brown, the Mac and Jack attack as they're affectionately called. And Woods will throw. Deep pass, it's a duck, it's going to be intercepted. It was Devin Cabrera with the interception. No, that's Fran Ogawa. Check that, number 39. Well, Atlanta has the second worst passing attack, and that doesn't do much to bolster confidence. His pass was intended for L.B. Allen, but underthrown.
Let's not minimize the athletic play there, as he's playing a little bit of center field and is able to jump up and snare that thing. Well done, young man.
Allen had only 1 catch for 6 yards. As Wilson will have split backs in the backfield, gives to Bentley on an ISO, and he will pick up 1 yard, and here we go again with the hurry up. Andrew Hankins, the defensive tackle, must be sucking air right about now as Wilson turns again, gives to Bentley, and Bentley goes up the middle, tackled by Dylan Rowland, one of those linebackers.
He picks up nice yardage. He's also the victim of a manly tackle.
3rd and 5. Here's the get to Bentley up the middle, and Ray Bentley gets the 1st down just past the marker. It'll mark him at the 38. And again, here we go. And Bentley up the middle. He'll gain 4 yards. And finally, the pace ceases. As the ball is marked on the Swarm 34. So we have some craziness here going on early from Mexico. Gale Barrett to the bottom of your picture. 2 receivers, including Montague in the slot. Here's to get to Bentley, and Bentley will pick up the 1st down.
Nice.
And for once, they don't hurry it up, so we can all catch our breath. There's another look at Bentley. Aaron Lee bringing him down. E.K. Vincent, number 22, is the other safety. Lee is strong. Vincent is the free. Roland and Aquantis Shine are the linebackers.
Oh, there. Speaking of linebackers, look at that.
There's Shine and Roland combining for stop numbers 58 and 40, respectively.
They've had enough of this garbage up the middle.
Bentley is already up to 6 carries for 23 yards.
Isn't that right?
Dijon Swan, 1 catch for 6 yards. Cale Barrett, 2 catches for 8.
You mean Mustard Bird?
Oh, yes, the Mustard Bird. Quick drop from Wilson.
There
Going
it is.
deep down the middle of the Mustard Bird. I speak of him, and he is summoned in the end zone
Wow,
as it's a touchdown for Mexico.
Magical properties, Colin. Conjured him right into the end zone with that call.
That's his 2nd catch. That was a bit of a duck from Wilson, but still wound up in the arms of...
Lays it right in there. You know, that's one of those, he's so darn open. You get a little nervous when you're throwing it, and it came out a little funky, but it's a touchdown for the Mustard Bird.
Wilson is 7 for 7. A ball hasn't hit the ground yet when he's throwing it.
And Jenny, who can I turn to? She is going crazy with the Mustard Bird.
And the extra point is up and good.
Wow. I'm tired just watching the
as Ray Bentley says, I'm sleeping on the couch tonight. Great. And exclamation points. This is the guy who's triggered by Ketchup with a C.
That's cat soup.
Cat soup, yes.
We were going to get to the disturbance at the gate as the cat soup family tried to get into the game. Or denied entry.
T-Dot spins across to the Atlanta 25. So we have only 3 minutes, 59 seconds to go in this quarter. And this quarter's gone blazingly fast. And Atlanta all of a sudden has to play damage control in a major way.
They need control is the operative word there. They need to control the ball and put some points on the board.
Here is Woods under center. Has both backs into block.
All kinds
Going
of time.
deep,
Oh!
and the pass is picked up. It's King Wallace.
Oh, my gosh.
Wallace Island goes high and picks that off. Oh, my.
So, last week, DeMar Woods is 22 of 31 for 253 and no picks. He has all kinds of time to throw, Colin. And he throws a pick. Something's not right.
His second of the day.
They need to settle him down on the sideline.
So both the Aztec corners with one pick each is Matt Wilson. Quick drop. Goes to the side. Oh, that was nearly picked
Almost
up.
returns the favor.
E.K. Vincent. No, that's Patrick Ketza, the corner, number 23. Almost came away with a prize of his own.
Yeah,
there.
Ketza almost a mere play of the first pick for the Aztecs had.
Plays the whip route. Pass was intended for Barrett, and that's Wilson's first incompletion.
You see, the problem there was it hit him in the face mask.
Jerry Forth is the other corner on this Swarm defense, number 27. Wilson, quick drop. Will drop this off to Bentley. That's his first catch, but he won't get very far, just to the line of scrimmage. Knocked out of bounds. No, that's to the non-contract, Andreas Tolliver. Tovar. Correction. We have a 3rd down and 10. Matt Wilson surveys things out of his usual set. Mexico City likes to feature these receivers. Deep drop down the middle. Pass throw. Oh, that's nearly picked off.
Yeah, getting a little sloppy with
As
the ball.
Montague was the intended target, and it was knocked away nicely by E.K. Vincent.
Wow.
So no harm, no foul for Mexico as Lopez
A couple of sloppy
comes
passes
on the
there
field.
all of a sudden, right, eh?
On the field to punt. Standing on the other side of his 50 is Lopez. Boots away a high kick. And will be down. Oh, the gunner leaped too soon and the ball goes in the end zone for a touchback.
Well, that's a fortunate break for the Swarm, who take over with 3:18 to go here in the first. You're listening to watching the SFL and listening to the SFL on Twitch, brought to you by APM Music, the official soundtrack of the SFL.
Atlanta desperately needs to get something going here. They'll start from their own 20. Hollywood is the deep back. They need to get him going. And Hollywood with his best run of the day will pick up 5 yards.
Let's see if they can key off the momentum that the defense handed to the Swarm offense here.
2nd and 5 from the Atlanta 25. Commish giving you compliments for nailing that last little bit, Rick. Must be doing something right.
It's always good to get a compliment from someone in the
Hollywood
40.
with the carry, and there goes BDG down the sidelines, and Devin Cabrera saves what could have been a touchdown.
Just like that. Here
All
comes
the way to the Mexico 48. His best run of the day by far.
Here come your Atlanta Swarm.
He's now 3 carries, 36 yards. Hollywood. No, they're saying it's 35 yards. So must have missed a yard somewhere in my math.
Can happen.
3 wide receivers for Atlanta. Back to throw goes DeMar Woods over the middle. Pass is caught and spinning in the middle is L.B. Allen with the catch.
Yeah, the Swarm sent, and I apologize, I didn't see the number on the tailback that went out in the pattern. But he sprints out there, and I think that caused some confusion among the linebackers, and sure enough, that's right where the ball ends up going. Nice play design.
DeMar Woods deep drop. Throws it deep down the field.
Ooh.
Pass is knocked away. Jay Franz was the intended receiver.
Half the Aztec secondary defense is down there covering the lone Swarm receiver. You see who that was intended for? But he got behind the D. They were Aztecs were
That was
lucky.
Franz, the tight end, who had a couple of catches last week.
Franz showing some speed there.
3rd down and 3 for Atlanta. They need to keep the ball if they want to give their defense a rest. They've been under siege virtually the whole day. Pass is caught
There you go.
by Franz
Move
on the
sticks.
quick slant. First time we've been to the Hive in Atlanta. What are your impressions here in
This
this
is a great
climate
place.
control?
Atlanta's a great town anyway, but what a super facility. And now the home team's giving the home crowd something to cheer about.
As the pass goes deep to Boo Chisholm, and he goes down to the 1-yard line. DeMar Woods up to 57 yards for that last completion. Matt Wilson at 89 yards.
And with that throw, I'll declare DeMar Woods has now become DeMar Woods.
Devin Cabrera playing it tight, but Chisholm able to just squeeze past.
That's a real football play. Love that.
We have 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Prime Hollywood territory.
And they go heavy.
And BDG gets stopped in the backfield at the 5-yard line.
Who was that came through there?
Number 98, Dorian Lopez, the defensive tackle, non-contract, comes through. And, Mexico only has given up 2 rushing touchdowns. Hollywood has 10 on the season, so something's got to give. And here's to get to Hollywood, and he will get down to the 2. So he gains 3 of those yardage back.
Gets back to the near the original line of scrimmage, but it's tough sledding against your Mexico City Aztecs down here in the goal line.
38 viewers in the building. Nice going so far.
Thank you for watching.
Franz flexed out as a tight end. Here they go to the end zone. Pass knocked away.
How's that
Hang
not
on.
a flag?
We got a flag down.
There's a
Pass.
flag on the play.
Pass intended for King Wallace. As the referee does turn around, but he tells us it's pass interference against the Aztecs. It was King Wallace. I'm
I don't think
sorry,
you're allowed
folks. I'm still laughing that the ref didn't face our cameras.
Right. He's either way, you're not allowed to tackle the receiver until after he makes the catch, and there's the end.
There's the end of the first. Mexico is leading Atlanta 14-0.
Want to do what I do?
Yeah, better than a
Contact me
TD,
at
right?
DM on Discord to find
You
out
gotta-
how you can get involved with streaming live games, calling games, or breaking them down on the air with our broadcast team. Or help make our production even better by joining our new live stats team, helping our broadcasters shine brighter. We are hashtag Loading Legends in the SFL.
Oh, back on the field. The Atlanta Swarm score a rushing touchdown, only the third given up by Mexico City.
Somehow, and there's the PAT. Somehow, someone in the truck hit the play the ad button right there with a goal line play. Apologize for that. Very exciting as Atlanta
gets on the board, cuts the deficit in half.
Exactly. So they do take that momentum from that defensive stop, go down the field and punch it in. So yet again, I'm gonna have to go down to the truck and take away their Pop-Tarts and Mountain Dew.
And they're gonna come crying to their mamas as a return by the Mustard Bird. Dijon Swan goes up to the 29. So the Aztecs were forced to punt last time, and let's see if Atlanta can keep this up and get the ball back to their offense, who just had a nice drive as we saw.
Right. Let's see if Mexico City goes back to hyperdrive, as that was very successful on their first two possessions.
As Bentley goes up the middle for a pickup of 1. He's now up to 24 yards on just 7 carries. Back lined off to the left side. Wilson under center will give up the middle to Bentley. Great hole up the middle, and that's a first down for Mexico City.
Yes, it is. They continue to attack that middle of the D line of Atlanta, Colin. They're getting some great blocking. It's going to be up to the linebackers for the Swarm to shut this down. And, of course, once they do, something over the middle will come.
Ball is marked on the Aztec 39. Pump fake by Wilson. Has to go out to Bentley and he'll lose a yard. Let him too far on the outlet pass. Wilson perhaps waited too long.
I don't have any fans, but if I did, they would know what's coming. The comment about the stupid out routes that are thrown right at the chalk on the sideline. You can't do anything with the ball when you're catching it at the OB line and your momentum carries you out of bounds.
Wilson, medium drop, will go deep. Oh, double coverage and the pass is picked up. Patrick Ketza.
Nice.
Skies that one out of the air as we get another look at it.
Did he get that first one too?
Just double coverage with Vincent over the top of Montague.
Wow.
Just nowhere to go.
The pick, one of the more exciting plays in football, and we've had a lot of excitement here in the first half already. Well, ladies and gentlemen, here come your Swarm.
As W18 says, Northwood Fan Club is in the house. And the pass goes out to Mark Chisholm to the Mexico 40-yard line on first down. What a huge grab by Chisholm.
Look at Woods. Looks off the secondary. Very nicely done. I declared DeMar Woods back as DeMar Woods on the previous possession, and that's a big-time play right there.
Hollywood is in the backfield, fullback in front of him in the offset eye. 3 wide receivers up pattern for Atlanta. Counterplay to Hollywood, and he'll gain 5 yards against the nickel defense.
Spin move.
There's a look at DeMar Woods' early numbers. 73 yards, that quarterback rating a little flat thanks to those 2 interceptions, but other than that, he's played really well so far. Woods will give off to Hollywood up the middle, breaks the tackle, carries 2 more men past the first down marker for a first down.
Love that running. Tough running.
Atlanta sets up with Hollywood in the backfield, one receiver to either side. DeMar Woods under center. Stretch play to Hollywood, and he's tackled in the backfield.
Mexico City knew that was coming as they jammed the box and then shifted to the defensive left side of the formation, which is sure enough where Hollywood wanted to go. Mexico City had too many hats for Atlanta to block, and they get one free in the backfield.
That was a loss of 4 yards, 2nd and 14. Quick drop for Woods. He swings it out to Hollywood this time, and he gains 2 of it back. Well, at least he didn't fall out of bounds.
Right. Right, that's the right way to throw that, throw the ball. But Mexico City's secondary closes fast and makes a sure-handed tackle.
As we have 3rd down and 12 from 31. Medium drop for Woods going deep down the field. Oh! The pass was nearly intercepted.
Whoa.
Pass intended for Boo Chisholm.
That worked out exactly as Mexico City wanted to, as they only rushed 3 and dropped everybody back in the pattern knowing they were going to throw.
Chisholm beat the corner on that side.
Sure did.
And Devin Cabrera saved his buddy's bacon by making a spectacular diving play at the ball.
That ball was probably just a little late. That's all they needed.
Jason Arena to try a 48-yard field goal. Atlanta has particularly painful memories of trying to kick field goals with Arena. They lost a game against Sioux Falls where they could have won, but Arena missed the field goal by that much. As the snap is low, the kick is on the way from 48 yards. And it's good.
He's got it.
From 47, officially they're calling it. Jason Arena draws his team 4 points closer.
3 points closer to within 4.
3 points closer to 4 to make it 14-10.
Nice.
And now a word from the SFL.
Follow the SFL on Twitter at SimulationFL, on Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube and Twitch channels. You're already here, right? Might as well stay tuned. Get league updates on your phone while browsing the internet, and make sure you never miss a live broadcast. Thank you for supporting the SFL.
Don't forget, folks, you can support the Simulation FL Twitch page by purchasing bits or watching ads for bits. So, if you feel so inclined, please show us and shower us with bits as Ray Bentley takes it up the middle for a 6-yard gain on first down.
You're watching Saturday Night Primetime. SFL brought to you by APM Music, the official soundtrack of the SFL.
6:20 and counting. Bentley is now up to 40 yards on 9 carries. He gets his 10th carry here, and he's stopped just before the line of scrimmage. Shaq Barrett, the guy who was called offsides earlier on the Aztec touchdown drive, makes the hit there in the backfield. We have a 3rd down and 3. What do you suppose the Aztecs do here? They do convert at a 43% clip.
They're going to throw.
And they will. Wilson deep. Oh! Jerry Forth with an athletic play.
Good coverage on Montague. And the Swarm.
Force a punt.
Hold them again. So Alex Lopez back to receive the snap.
His second punt. And the The turn is up to the 27. That is L.B. Allen back there.
L.B. Allen the third. Immediately applies the spin move, but good coverage there by the Aztecs. So the Swarm feeling good about themselves here with 5:38 to go before halftime, Colin.
But an opportunity to stake themselves out to a lead after being down 14-0. Woods with the 7-step drop deep down the middle of the field. Oh!
Little mix up there on the route, but he had lots of time.
Lots of time indeed. Overshot his tight end, Jerry Franz there. That's Woods' third incompletion.
Jay Franz.
Jay Franz, yes,
You're welcome.
is the tight end.
He's a speedy dude, but he wasn't fast enough to catch up to that. Either that or there were two different routes.
He sees something, changes the play. Here's the give off to Hollywood, and Hollywood will pick up 5 yards on second down. He's up to 51 yards on 11 carries.
Sorry for talking over you there, and good noticing the change in play. He checked into the right one.
So far, both of these tailbacks have been held in check in a fairly decent manner.
Yeah, except for that one big run by Hollywood.
And Hollywood again spins, and he almost gets up to a big...
He's out over the 40, and it's a first down.
To put it in perspective, Mexico City gives up 121 yards per game. Really close to 122, second worst in the league. Only Carolina gives up more on the ground. So you got to think Atlanta's trying to take advantage of that. Marwoods, deep drop, has to drop this off to Hollywood. Hollywood has to hustle just to get it past the line of scrimmage, and he does for a pickup of 1.
Not sure if that was the safety valve or if that was the intended. But well defended again by the Aztecs. So a little bit of a chess match. Duke it out kind of a thing going on all of a sudden.
Woods under center. Drops. Has time. Goes over the middle. Jack.
Almost.
That was... Mac knocked that away. Receiver was open behind him. Brilliant play by Landon Mack.
Yep. No doubt. Way to drop back and read the quarterback.
We have a 3rd down and 9 from the Atlanta 42 with 4:06 to go. And this is the first half of play. Mar Woods has 3 receivers to the top of your picture and 1 to the bottom.
Here's the 3-rush package by the Aztecs.
And the throw goes out to Chisholm, and he turns the corner for a first down.
Yeah.
Expertly run. That's his 4th catch for 61 yards.
Absolutely. Chisholm and Woods find a little hole in the extra coverage package.
And he didn't throw it too short of the sticks. You know, we see that a lot of times with other quarterbacks.
Or the receiver just doesn't run it deep enough, but they're on the same page there, right?
And perfect timing. There's a look at Landon Mack. Heard from him a couple of times. Heard from Jack Brown a few times. And Hollywood up the middle, and BDG will get it to the 41. Clock is running with 3:36 to go. Devin Cabrera has 2 deflections. Landon Mack has 1. As Hollywood gets stuffed back at the 39. Good pursuit by Franagawa coming up in run support from his corner position.
And Hollywood is just a little over his season average at 5.4 yards a carry. Season average is 5.1. course, it's distorted by that one big run, so he's going to have to crank a couple more to stay.
He tries to get the first down on 3rd and 2, but will only move forward for 1. Great tackle on the play by number 97, Evan Vera. Fourth and 1, and the Swarm look like they're going to stay out there for it. Usually when teams...
Oh, this is the wasting of the timeout exercise.
Or, yes, the giant game of chicken.
Well, at least give him a hard count.
I see him giving a hard count, but nobody's falling for it. And timeout's called. Well, in that situation, I guess it doesn't hurt because you still have the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, I suppose. I'd like to see the stats, the league stats, on how often that actually works. And you can draw the D offsides.
I've seen it work only a handful of times.
I don't think it's worked on any game we've called.
But
an SFL junkie, total junkie like yourself, Colin, and watched hundreds of games.
I've seen it a handful of times, but it's probably not worth it based on the analysis there. Although, good try. Jenkins will punt it away, and the kick goes down. Oh, and the gunner just barely went into the end zone.
Kind of a difficult play as it's bouncing there, and the coverage man's getting it turned around.
Egg Chen, the corner down there, just couldn't quite stop it before it crossed over the goal line. There's Matt Wilson, under center. Will throw deep down the field. Richard Montague in double coverage with the catch. And we've reached the 2-minute warning.
It's caught.
He skied it up in the air beautifully to come down with the catch. That's his 4th. He is 74 yards. Wilson turns, gives to Ray Bentley, and Bentley up the middle will gain 3 yards. And here we go with the hurry-up offense.
Back to pretty standard formation. Boom.
And here's the get to Bentley. Ow! Bentley will break a tackle, and he'll get past the 40 to the 41.
And they're lined up already.
Although Barrett just needs to get set. He does. Wilson now sets everybody. They give it to Bentley again, and they just continue to be stuck in.
Going full De La Salle with running the same play over and over. I love it.
Now the pass. Wilson deep down the field. Montague and quadruple coverage. Oh, he barely almost caught that one.
Lucky that one fell to the ground.
Ball's on the Atlanta 41. 3rd and 10. Ray Bentley, swing out. Oh, they'll be well short of the sticks. Even the altered beast, that's a little too much to ask of the guy.
Well, 4th and 5. Are we in no man's land for the Aztec kicking game? No.
No, we are not. We'll see Cole Varner.
53-yarder.
We've seen this kid make kicks from 50 plus. Well, I've seen it. The snap, spot, kick is away.
Is it going to make it?
No! He didn't make it. I believe it went off the upright. We'll get another look at it here.
Here it is. And
no. Oh, it went off the
crossbar
and just bounced out. The cruelest of rejections.
Oh, man. The cruelest of rejections. Nobody likes the crossbar. Crossbar's in therapy, actually. A little known fact, but I'll get back to that later.
With 107 left, Atlanta takes over in their own 43. Woods will drop this off short.
Oh, was that going to be a pick?
Franz had it in his hands, but he dropped it almost to the defender.
He forgot to make his reservations for a 6.
Clock stopped with 1:03. You remember who got the ball first?
Nah. The Aztecs did.
So Atlanta, potential 2-score swing here if they can score. Hollywood will get the carry and they'll go out of bounds. Thank you, Oofish87, for your 3 bits. Recognition of that really close attempt. 3rd and 10. We have 59 seconds left. Atlanta has 2 timeouts to work with.
I'm a problem. I agree with you. It took the kicker forever.
Throws over the middle, and it's a diving catch attempt by Buches, and that's his 7th target. He's caught 4 of them and it'll be 4 down.
Varner waited forever to approach that ball.
Although the snap was low, I wasn't surprised it was blocked. I've only seen a handful of kicks blocked. There's a look at King Wallace, 1 pick on the day.
Well, suddenly in the second quarter, Collins will return to the kicking game.
And the return by Swan goes up to the 24.
Your Aztecs, what do they do? 49 seconds left. See if you get a couple big plays right off the bat, and then you can go for it. Otherwise, you shut it down. Thoughts?
Perhaps.
I'm good enough. I'm smart enough. Gosh darn it, people like me.
Wilson. Medium drop over the middle. It's caught by Dijon Swan. His 3rd catch. Right at the marker for a pickup of 9. The Aztecs don't appear to be in any kind of hurry.
They do not.
He's up to 40 yards now. Is the mustard bird.
Johnny.
And Bentley up the middle, 1st down.
Yeah, 14 seconds left. Clock running. Looks like we're heading into halftime.
And that will see a 14-10 lead for Mexico City. They were outscored 10-0 in the second quarter, but remain in front by 4 points.
Aztecs win the first. Your Swarm win the second.
Atlanta leads the time of possession, but has those 2 turnovers. As there was the catch by Montague. The first interception by Agawa. Now let's take a timeout to hear a word from yet another SFL product.
Don't miss the SFL podcast every Saturday night at 5 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Eastern on Twitch before the league's weekend slate gets kicked off. Join me, Mighty RX, defending champion team owner Ramos Lynn, and our host, Jack Brown, to break down all the headlines in the SFL. Jack, yeah, I know we gotta move on. Calm down. See you there, everybody.
So far, it's Jack Brown's team out in front 14-10 as the highlights continue to roll. Richard Montague at 74 yards on 4 grabs. Atlanta will get the ball first. Start third quarter. No, Mexico will. Oh my god. Better watch out the downs marker guys still on the field. Just hurrying to get off before the play starts as the kick is underway. Mustard Bird fields it at about his own 10, coming across to the 30, breaks a tackle, and he gets up to the 36.
Mustard Bird's a load when he gets going like that. Swarm is fortunate to be able to stay with him. Hope you got a comfy couch.
10 bits from Michael Turillo. Hoping for an entertaining second half. So do we.
Yeah, it was an entertaining first half, too.
As the Aztecs come out throwing to Richard Montague for a catch of 10 yards and a first down. Tackle made by Patrick Ketza. The Aztecs going to that 3-receiver look that they so like to do, just a different variation of it.
Absolutely. Cross them up a little bit on D. They get the production they need. Keep the sticks moving.
Andrew Hawkins taking over for Ludacris, Atlanta's career sack leader. As here's Ray Bentley up the middle. He shoves the guy down to the ground and picks up a first down of about 11 or 12 yards.
It's like he's in a slingshot there. He just keeps going.
And there's the man looking like the SFL MVP as he shoves a Quanah to the ground. My goodness.
Yeah, that's just straight ahead running.
Here's Wilson.
And just when you think you got him, he can make the cut.
Saddles up under center. Got a halfback aligned off to the right-hand side. That's Bentley. Wilson goes Bentley's direction, but he steps out of bounds for a loss of 2. Forgot to turn up the field again.
Excuse me while my brain melts just a little bit.
Jerry Forth mocking Bentley a little bit. He lost 2 yards there. Montague in the slot. Barrett isolated to the bottom. Wilson changes to play. Deep drop this time. Down the middle of the field. Passes out of bounds for K.L. Barrett.
Nice looking pass. Out of bounds. Dang.
3rd and 12. For the Aztecs. First possession here of the 3rd quarter.
So where's the hurry up been? Aztecs didn't use it on that last possession. Not using it now.
Medium drop over the middle to Montague, and that's 6 catches for 87 yards for Richard Montague. Won't be enough for a first down. This gives him more room for Lopez, the punter. David Jr. is the tight end, who's the long snapper, number 82. We'll snap it back to Lopez, who boots it away. And
Where's your
it's
coverage?
Rolling down. Oh, and the gunner once again goes into the end zone.
There's going to be extra drills for both teams' gunners this week in practice.
Ulysses Zamora. Zamora's backup, the non-contract, unable to corral that one down. Here, look at DeMar Woods.
DeMar Woods being DeMar Woods. Here we go. Oh, yeah.
He's changing the play. He's got 4 receivers on the pattern to the either side. Hollywood is the back. Back to throw goes to Woods. Woods swings it out to Hollywood, and Hollywood turns upfield in a hurry and gets a first down.
Yeah.
It's about 11 yards. Speaking on the look at it here, he just gets up to speed in a hurry, and downtown Jack Brown sends him in the next week.
Yeah, and you know what? I think Hollywood was the relief. When he was changing up the play, I think he was looking for something a little more down the field.
And there's a look at Chisholm's numbers. He has 61 yards on 4 catches, 7 targets. Pretty efficient day for him. Mark Woods, medium drop back, throws to the sideline, caught by L.B. Allen, out of bounds at the Atlanta 39, right in front of the Swarm bench. That is Allen's second catch.
Second and short now. For the Swarm, trying to either pull closer or take the lead early in the third.
Here we have Woods under center, gives off to Hollywood, and he easily picks up the first down.
So the OC for the Swarm may be beginning to focus on execution of stick movement, sensing they've got something working here.
It's true. A lot of times we see teams in situations like that, for whatever reason, they want to go for the bundle.
I think a lot of OCs take needless risks.
As the 6-step drop goes out to Chisholm, that's out of bounds in front of Ramos Lynn. And
Ramos helps out the officiating crew.
It's incomplete, second down. Second and 10. 12 completions for DeMar Woods, but that was only his 7th incompletion. Deep drop for Woods, going deep down the middle of the field. Pass is intercepted. That's Devin Cabrera. That's DeMar Woods' third pick.
Oh, my gosh.
And the Aztecs, coming into the day, had a turnover differential of 0, has 3 interceptions today, pass intended for Chisholm on the deep post.
And he says, gracias, Senor Woods. Well.
Just when you thought Atlanta was going to get back into it,
focus on moving the sticks, and they throw deep into coverage and get a turnover.
There's Udoncho with the 10 pins as Ray Bentley will get it up the middle for 9 yards, making it a 2nd and 1.
So, Colin, we know Bentley's getting the ball up the middle. Everybody in the stadium knows that. What's up with the Swarm D?
I don't know. They seem to be
clueless on that.
Well, they seem to be playing a lot of nickel. Yeah. Well, they have to because of these 3 wide receivers, and they're taking advantage of these run lanes. And here it is again. Bentley up the middle.
First down. Yeah, you don't want the mustard bird getting behind your secondary.
And you don't want the miracle man getting behind your secondary either.
You got to pay attention to both. You're exactly right, Colin.
You kind of notice with this Aztec team that with these 3 receivers, they kind of rotate who Wilson's favorite is. It's almost like a flavor of the week. So it's really hard for teams to scout.
Yeah, and that may be tied to who the teams are focusing on.
As Wilson goes to the mustard bird to the sidelines for a pickup of 7. That's his 4th catch for 47 yards.
They say you don't want Montague to get loose, so you're going to keep him in front of you. And here comes Dijon Swan doing his mustard bird thing.
I'm surprised those fancy Dijon ketchups haven't given him an endorsement yet. 1st and 10 for the Aztecs. Here's the handoff to Ray Bentley, and Bentley is squeezing ahead for a pickup of
a first down. How about that?
To the Swarm 46. Yep, the words escaped me. I forgot how many yards to go.
Also, I heard the Bare Naked Ladies are under consideration for the halftime entertainment at the championship game, Colin, just saying.
Oh, that's going to be fun for sure.
Speaking of fancy ketchups.
3 receivers to the top of your picture. Bentley to single back. Wilson, quick drop over the middle of the field. Slant pass caught by Kale Barrett for a pickup of 6 yards. Only his 3rd catch, but he makes this count for good yardage on first.
Yeah, where the heck is Liam? I made my Canadian comment.
Well, his game was 1 past the morning in London time, so he's probably hit the hay already. As Wilson deep drop, steps up, goes deep. Oh, and
Man.
that was Aaron Lee knocking that away with his hands, setting up a 3rd and 4. They go for the bundle that time, but it almost burned them.
They did. 2nd and 4.
No, 3rd and 4.
But 2nd and 4, the OC playbook says, we're taking our shot.
Oh.
Instead of move up chains. Moves the chains, yeah. So good.
And a quick drop from Wilson. Has to dump this down to Ray, and he can't get upfield. Dylan Rowland closes quickly, and yet another Aztec punt. So the Swarm defense keeping him in it.
You know, one thing you don't see much of in the league is QBs just throwing it away. Right? You know, these swing passes losing yardage when they could just throw it away.
Lopez's punt is away. Bounces
can they cover
at
this
the
one?
10. Oh, they touched it perfectly this time, and it'll dance at the 6.
Mr. Spalding says, I'm going to down this myself as the ball dies on its own. At the 6.
It hit off the gunner, and it was perfectly played that time. So perhaps your message finally got through to the rest of the fellas.
Better lucky than good.
4:42 to go in the 3rd quarter. Atlanta is trailing by 4 still, but they have the ball in their own 6. They need to get it moving. Here's the give off to Hollywood, and Hollywood will pick up 3 yards. 2nd and 7. He's up to 72 yards, averaging 4.2 per tote.
Oh, yeah, first set of plays here, and the first down that they can get is so important when you're backed up here.
2nd and 7. Hollywood again following his guard. Oh, he got his clock cleaned. Pretty good.
Picks up, what, a yard? Just can't break free.
Or 2. We have a 3rd down and 4 from their 12. You got to be careful here. There's a look at Devin Cabrera. A couple of deflections and an interception. Woods will give off to Hollywood, and
Wow.
a big fat load of nothing.
Wow. Who else was, show of hands, who else was surprised they didn't throw on that down? Right here? You? Yeah. You? All right. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. I guess they're trying to catch him. Got it.
And the punt is away from Jenkins' own end zone. This will be pretty tough, as the Mustard Bird will get this up to the Swarm 46, so just the other side of 50. Are the Aztecs setting up shop?
A little possible inflection point of the game here with Atlanta stalling out. Well, first of all, Aztecs pinning them. Atlanta stalls out. And Aztecs get the ball on the Atlanta side of the field. See what happens.
Wilson changes the play, sees something that he likes. Will give off to Bentley up the middle, and tackle is made by Shine.
Defended well that time.
90 yards on 23 carries is Bentley now. I'd like to thank Scott Miller, a.k.a. Neon, being on stats tonight.
Absolutely.
As Bentley will get the 2nd down call and pick up about a yard.
What do you know? The running game isn't working now for the Aztecs. Nice.
3rd down and 9. Atlanta's got to be loving that they're clamping down on Bentley. Crowd takes up a China defense here at the hot. I think we've reached a critical juncture here at Atlanta. Wilson. Over the middle. Oh! Almost picked up by Quanah Shine. Pass intended for K.L. Barrett.
And that's a stop for Atlanta.
Now, if their offense can just get off their tuchus and do something.
The crowd's going crazy. That was a dangerous field position and possession if you're an Atlanta fan.
Lopez with an opportunity to perhaps flip the field. And the punt is away. And it is going to be downed all the way
Doink.
back at the 2.
There we go. So the game starts out like the Aztecs are going to go full General Sherman. It's going up 14-0 in their first 2 possessions. But since then, Atlanta's held serve, puts 10 on the board in the second, and we're in a scoring drought here in the third, and it's only a minute 57 left.
Hollywood, 19 carries, 74 yards. They're in a dangerous spot here. They got to be careful. Here's the good to Hollywood up the middle, and he will gain 4 yards on first down to give him a little bit of breathing room. Having effing problem to just. He was frustrated that the returner let that one go.
Right.
It's a 2nd and 6. Approaching 1:30 and counting to go. Hollywood up the middle again will only pick up a yard.
So 3rd and 5. They ran on this down and distance last time in shadow of their own goal line.
Now they're out a little bit farther. Do they dare risk a throw? Nope. They will trust their workhorse, and he will not get there.
Gets back to the line of scrimmage. So interesting play calling here by Atlanta. And Aztecs force a punt.
Jenkins again from his own end zone. You can sense the frustration building in the stadium now as that kick's nearly blocked. And the punt is way short, and the Aztecs will take over on the Swarm 36.
Well, that's it's not comfortable, but it's just about field goal range.
Well, Varner didn't miss a 50. What was that? A 52-yarder?
53.
Yeah. So they're well within Cole's range.
Yeah, it'd be about another 53-yarder from here.
As the pump by Wilson. Oh, he's hit.
What is
and it's
that?
Incomplete. Looking for somebody downfield, and Barrett was, bearing down on Wilson.
So we're not going to see a replay of that, but the ball did make some progress down the field, so his arm must have been coming forward.
Bentley is the lone back. Atlanta has been forced to go in this nickel defense as their base defense all night long. Here's the throw out to Ray Bentley, and Bentley will break a tackle and he'll drag another man to the 28. 2 yards short of first down. Wilson up to 154. DeMar Woods stuck at 104.
A tough yak right there. Almost picked up the first down as a reward for his effort, but as it is, it brings up 3rd and 2.
And the crowd here picks up a China defense as we're winding down here in the third quarter. Mexico City trying to create themselves a little breathing room. As Ray Bentley stretch play. No! Knocked back at the 29. Didn't see who that was. End of the third quarter. Mexico City 14, Atlanta 10. Hold on to your hats, folks. This could get really interesting. Back here on Twitch, it's the SFL presented by APM Music, and Mexico City will attempt a field goal.
35.5-yarder.
As Cole Varner's kick will split the sticks from 45. Wang Chi did not contract on that third down hit. So that's a victory for the Swarm, who bend but don't break.
Well, the Aztecs feel pretty good about that as they ultimately return the favor of the second quarter field goal they gave up to the Swarm.
The kick is away. Fielded by T. Dot at about his one, and Dot will get blown up.
Blowed up, sir. Do I understand you completed your training? Well, that's the fact, Jack. And I just tackled you by shoving you down.
So Atlanta takes over on their own 21. Now that they're not in the shadow of their own goalpost, maybe they'll throw the ball.
Seems strange not to have the tailback standing on their own goal line. Uh-oh.
Medium drop. Woods. Intercepted. That is Franagoa.
Wow.
His second pick of the day.
The heck? All right, I'm just getting geared up for a DeMar Woods drive. Son of a gun.
Pass looked like to be intended for Leroy Green, but he was double covered. Don't know why you don't go to one of your stars in that situation.
You know, and you got the talent that DeMar Woods has, so you got confidence in your arm. You can't be a QB if you don't have confidence, and that one just got away a little bit.
1st and 10 for the Aztecs on the Atlanta 26. Matt Wilson over the middle, short drop, complete to Richard Montague for a 5-yard pickup to the 21. As Ramos Lynn goes, run the ball, please. Ray Bentley on the carry, will carry Roland for a bit of a ride down to the 18. They'll make it a 3rd down and 3. As the clock winds under 10 minutes to go, Wilson up to 159.
Third and 3, you can do just about anything here for the Aztecs.
Throw is out to the fullback. Oh, he was close, but he didn't quite get there.
Man, that is the old-fashioned lineman drill right there on the sideline, and the Swarm wins. I didn't see who was defending that for Atlanta, Colin.
I didn't quite catch that either. It's Bentley's 5th catch. Varner is on for another field goal attempt. About 26 yards this time. High snap. Ball's down and kick is through. Actually from 33.
There you go.
My math is rusty. Look at the backup quarterback. Rafael Rosanes got it down. So the Aztecs extend their lead to double digits with 9:23 to go. If Atlanta wasn't desperate before, they're really desperate now.
Well, they need to have a drive with points.
Kick is away. Fielded by Dot. Spin move up the middle, and this time he doesn't get his clock cleaned as he gets up to the 25.
And you get pushed down like the victim of schoolyard. Dust up. Well, here we go with a vanilla package, Colin.
Here's the give up to Hollywood up the middle, one of his better runs.
Yeah.
And he picks up 5 yards to the 30. He's averaging 3.7 so far.
Lana says on that one, we're just going to line up and run at you.
Hollywood the back.
He's a slot receiver in this formation. It's the only variant.
Hollywood again. Up the middle, they're going to give him 1. Jack Brown on it. Third down and 4, 8:30 and counting to go. There's a look at Brown. High formation. Hollywood deep. Kamar Woods out to the fullback. He spins ahead for a first down.
Spins to the inside.
That was Peyton Chisholm.
He says, "Hey, doll. Welcome into Sweden." Sverige.
Three wide receivers, 2 to the top of your screen, 1 to the bottom. That is Chisholm. Thank you for the 5 bits from Aaron Lee as the pass deep down the middle of the field. Oh, dropped.
Man.
By Boo Chisholm as the pass was knocked away by Devin Cabrera.
Tell me somebody has the post down the sidelines, please.
Or the wheel.
Yeah, or especially to a back. It seems like the linebackers always get crossed up with a linebacker coming out, especially on the wheel.
Woods changes the play. Medium drop. The sideline. Chisholm will make
It's a catch.
Catch for a 6-yard gain. That's his 5th catch for 68 yards for Chisholm. And Mexico will throw a monkey wrench into everything and saying he got it out of bounds, but it sure looked like he had 2 feet into me.
Yeah, it's time for the refs to watch a little TV. Hey, wait, you forgot to go under the hood there, buddy. Here's a good look at it.
There's Wallace. Gives him a little shove.
Ooh, hard to tell.
I think he's...
Hard to tell if that foot out of bounds was down hand.
And Ramos, this is the challenge.
Oh, the ruling stands. Yeah, but you know what? No fault. Can't fault Ramos. Lynn for throwing that. I mean, it's like bang, bang.
Oh, now he's trying to pass off the excuse that he's legally blind. We have Franz flexed out as a tight end. Woods deep down the middle of the field.
There it is.
Open.
Let's go. Go.
He's in the end zone for a touchdown. Atlanta scores with 7:30 to go.
You'll notice Mexico City loaded the box, and they were coming after him. And that time down the middle, there weren't very many defenders.
Wow, he beat Agawa.
Makes the cut, well delivered.
What a time for what a big catch that was. 7:30 to go. Oh, it's now up to 73 yards.
Still at a decent point of the game, too, for both teams, really. But Atlanta defense can continue to stone the Aztecs.
7:30 to go, and the Swarm are now trailing 20-17.
You're listening to SFL Network on Twitch, brought to you by Richards Printworks, the official SFL gear provider. We got some of their gear too. It's sweet.
Special kudos to James Richards for that stuff. As the Mustard Bird returns it up to the 30. Oh, he returns it past the 40 to the 41. Oh, we almost broke it out there.
Wait a second. So Richards Printworks is James Richard? That's the same guy?
Yep, that's the same guy.
Oh, man.
There's lots of teams watching very closely that are stuck in that 3 and 4 glut behind San Francisco. With London losing today, Mexico City has to seize the opportunity if they want to get back in the playoffs. Ray Bentley up the middle for 6 yards on first down. He's up to 98 yards. Hollywood is up to 86. Both men are averaging 3.6 a carry.
Well, that's been the staple for the Aztecs, and the Swarm know it, so we're just going at it here. It's incredibly entertaining.
And Bentley up the middle will surge ahead for a first down. He's
over midfield and a fresh set of downs.
You got to think if that St. Louis has got their hearts ticking a little bit fast. They play Tulsa tomorrow, so they also have an opportunity to get in. As Wilson drops the throw, throws it deep. Oh, it's caught by Cale Barrett, and he broke a tackle, but he stepped out of bounds at the 25.
Oh, my gosh.
Let's take another look at it here.
Forget the D. I need some oxygen.
Patrick Ketsa.
Oh, nice.
Was just beat. And E.K. Vincent saved what could have been a touchdown as he uses the sideline as an extra defender. Ball's out of bounds at the Swarm 25.
Swarm D's going to need to make a play here. Code for turnover.
Throw out to Bentley, and Bentley this time stays in bounds, breaks a tackle, and goes out of bounds at the 16, pick up at 9.
Steamrolls. Who was that? 29. Sorry. Was that 29? Huey Freeman for the Swarm. Muscle up, dude.
There's a look at Jerry Forth. 2nd and 1 for Mexico. They will hand off to Bentley, and Bentley will get the first down with ease to the 13.
You look at the way the Aztec line just kind of gets on their defender, and they get some separation amongst themselves, and it just lets him pick his way kind of around and through the line. It's a thing of beauty.
1st and 10 from 13. Mexico City can really put the pressure on Atlanta here with a score of any type here. Here's to get to Bentley up the middle. Oh, he's blasted down by Dylan Rowland.
He is already in field goal
3
range,
yards.
right? So they want to probably perfectly content to run the ball now and burn some more clock.
Here the Aztecs. Oh, offsides, free play. Wilson to Cale Barrett. I don't know if they'll take the play or they'll take the yardage. Hang on, we'll see.
We'll probably take the yardage.
And now he's facing the right way. Or that might have been his colleague that was facing the wrong way earlier. Ed one clear.
The refs are blind, so they really don't know what they're doing.
Atlanta does have all 3 timeouts left.
So now it's 2nd and 2.
Ball on the 6. Clock stopped with 4:53. Wilson under center. He will give it off to Bentley. Oh,
Tough running there.
he stopped at the 5. Just a 1-yard pickup. Third down and 2. Probably just another run. Upcoming here for Mexico.
Oh, he might throw because you're already going to kick the field goal, right? Nope.
And they will get to Bentley, and Bentley will get the first down.
Oh, we
At the 3-yard
forgot.
line.
Technically possible to get a first down without scoring.
He's now over 32 carries now. ...110 yards as they break the huddle with 4:55 and counting to go in the ball game. And Mexico is starting to milk the clock. Ray Bentley shrugs off a tackle, but it gets stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Or at the line of scrimmage,
Nothing
rather.
doing.
Now down to 109.
Yep. And we got a little janky video here coming through. See it on Twitch as well, so do not adjust your set.
Second and goal. Bentley. Oh, he just
on the
runs.
stretch. He gets stretched into the backfield.
Third and goal from the 6.
Bushido Brown. Boom. Look
Just
at that.
goes right around the tackle
He's a large individual.
and wraps up Bentley. Now the crowd deploring their defense to do it.
Imploring.
Imploring their defense to do it one more time.
That's called a Freudian slip. Deploring their defense.
Wilson will try to drain as much of the clock as he can. Give off to Bentley. They'll stop him at the 6. No, that's the backup. 34, Frank Sanchez.
Wow. And wasn't it just like a second ago there was 5.5 minutes left on the clock? We're heading down to the 2-minute warning.
There's Cole Varner on for, what is this, his third or fourth field goal attempt of the day?
Let's go to the stats.
About we reached the 2-minute warning. You're watching the SFL on Twitch, presented by APM Music.
Should be the third field goal. Third attempt. We will see in a moment if it's a third field goal.
This kick is critical because it puts a little distance between them. It's away, and it's good from 22.
Still a one-score game, but now that one score has to be a touchdown.
You ever wonder what kickers do when they squeeze the ball at both ends like that? I've always wondered.
Well, pretty sure they're squeezing the ball. Somehow that makes them feel good, I guess. Kickers are weird.
Kick is away to Dot, and T. Dot will go up to the Atlanta 22.
It'd been nice if they could have put a little more, obviously, on that return.
So,
But Atlanta's shown an ability to score.
Clock is at 1:54. They have all 3 timeouts, and they start from their own 22. Is this the day when DeMar Woods steps up and becomes a big-time player? You've seen it before, but so far today he's been lacking. He takes a drop, goes over the middle, complete.
There's a confident throw, and they hurry up
To Allen. That's his 4th catch. Now they have to hurry. 2nd and 3. going deep and behind the defense. That was Chisholm. No, that was Green. That was
Can't get out of bounds.
Leroy Green.
Sorry, but they hurry up to the line.
Medium drop going deep. Oh, and it is picked off.
Are you kidding?
It is Devin Cabrera looking for Boo Chisholm.
Oh.
And that might just be the back-breaking play. Atlanta did not need that, looking for Chisholm on the corner.
Oh, no.
Devin Cabrera plays that perfectly.
Well done, Senor Cabrera.
And Wilson will give off to Bentley, and Bentley up the middle will pick up 4 yards on first down, and here the timeouts are starting to be used.
Atlanta has very few tricks left in their bag. Burning the timeouts obviously is one. See if they can dial up an unusual D or scheme to try and confuse the Aztecs. But
there's a look at Richard Montague. Up to 92 yards on 7 catches, 11 targets.
Quite a cushion there.
Here's the good to Bentley. Bentley up the middle. He's close. That'll be 3rd and 2.
It's risky to throw because if you don't complete the pass, obviously that's functionally a timeout that you've given the Swarm, but somebody could be wide open.
Oh, I have an interesting note here in a minute as the Hive takes up a Chana defense. Trying to somehow will one last opportunity for the offense if they can get a stop here. Ray Bentley up the middle. Oh, timeout called as he reaches the first down with 1:11 left. Devin Cabrera has 3 deflections and 2 interceptions of DeMar Woods today. And the Aztecs will go to a victory formation. And they will kneel down once. They probably have to do it a couple of times. It's been an entertaining game from both teams.
Absolutely. Sorry, I was multitasking. I threw that exact same comment in the chat. Stop reading my mind.
2nd and 12. Under 45 seconds to go. Just milking this clock like a cow, and they'll kneel it down one more time.
Well, this is a much-needed victory, obviously, for the Aztecs. They're going to even their record to 4-4 and push Atlanta backwards to 4-4, Colin. That's going to make things interesting here as we head into the last set of games.
And the final seconds tick down. Victory has 1,000 followers while defeat is an orphan. As the Mexico City Aztecs beat the Atlanta Swarm 23-17.
Thanks for listening. Thanks for all the fun and great comments in the chat, everybody. Always a pleasure. And that's a pretty even stat line, as you would expect in a close game.
It's just the turnovers did play a huge role in swinging the game in Mexico City's favor. DeMar Woods outthrew Matt Wilson by 4 yards, 198 to 104. Cole Varner, 3 made field goals. Only missed the long one at 53 yards. No sacks for either team. Pretty clean game from that perspective.
Right, and only a couple of penalties. The PI in the end zone, a couple of offsides, that was it. PI in the end zone ends up being costly.
Woods to Allen. This was a great throw.
That was so sweet.
Allen finishes 4 catches, 80 yards.
That was one of fine plays right there.
Gale Barrett made that count. 4 catches, 41 yards for him.
Who did you predict as player of the game?
Devin Cabrera has to be considered, but it'll probably go to Ray Benton. 117 yards rushing, 37 carries. Oh, and he has 18 receiving yards, and he is the player of the game. So the Aztecs play their way into a wild card spot, number 3 wild card spot. Be interesting to see
At this point in the season, anyway.
what happens with the games on Sunday, how the playoff picture shakes out from there. From all of us at the Simulation Football League, I'm Colin Northrop. He's Rick Northrop. Good night, everybody.
Good night.